Buffalo, now through 3 weeks, I don't know. Who's better than the Bills, in your opinion?
I mean, you would say right now, I would say the Ravens and them are 1A, 1B. And then I would say Philly is up there, which is a great category to be in. Obviously, they just beat Baltimore, but it's a 41-40 game. That's a one-play difference between those two.
Right.
But this is probably the most I've ever seen them in the last, let's call it 3 years, where I'm like, they're ready to, make that playoff run and go to a Super Bowl. But they're not. This is the drawback when I think about the Bills right now, is they're not that deep, especially on defense. Like, you really felt Ed Oliver out. You really felt Matt Milano out yesterday. So if those two guys are injured against a Ravens squad, it's going to be very, very tough for that defense.
Where's Green Bay in all of this? Because I heard a lineman say that they're not going to lose.
Yeah, 17-0, man.
Yes, if you wanted to, for me, you kind of have, and I know you guys don't agree with this. They're 0-2, but you still have Kansas City in the combo. Yeah. And then the next two knocking on the door are got to be the Chargers in the AFC and Green Bay in the NFC. And the NFC is a lot more clear for me. Again, it's way too early here. We're just going the week.
Sure, in the Chargers, man, they always do this.
I love my boy.
I think Harbaugh's got him right.
Yeah, but
trust me, I'm not putting them in that category with the Bills.
I know you of all people have seen disappointment after disappointment, year after year, where they get to a certain level and then all of a sudden it gets to a big game and they're done.
Puke all over themselves. The interesting one will be Kansas City because they've got to go on a run now, and I think they got the guys to do it. But I wonder, I am watching the Cowboys documentary on Netflix, so that maybe that's in my head. But I do wonder if the locker room is okay because you start 0-2, you see all the frustration, guys are yelling at each other, and sometimes that can be used as a great thing. Like, I've been in locker rooms where there's been legitimate fist fights that worked out very well for everybody.
Yeah,
after the fight. But it'll be interesting to see how Kansas City rebounds.
Well, they got the Giants on Sunday.
I can't believe the spread's only 5.5.
I mean,
Dable.
Yeah, I guess Dable and Russ.
Boy, Russ.
Yeah.
Dable and Russ. I guess it is in New York. I don't know if that's worth anything.
Parts, I think we call that game.
Yeah, that's the layup of the century.
I don't know, man. Like, that's
anything Dable's involved with is the layup of the century. Well, McDaniel.
And it's
5.5.
Bet against that.
The Chiefs are going to go start 0-3, and I know they could possibly not cover and still win the game with a 5.5-point spread.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't seem possible that they lose to the New York Giants.
No.
Like, it's just like what I said about the Dolphins and the Bills. I can't picture a scenario where the Giants beat Kansas City.
Again, and I know they're 0-2, but I like last week they take Philadelphia, who has been on an incredible run, going back, I think, 19 games. They're on some wild run. They've lost maybe one of them. Obviously won the Super Bowl. And it's 13-10 with 13 minutes left. And we throw a pick when we're second and goal from the 7 to Travis Kelce. That's a bounce ball, should have been a touchdown. So, like, Kansas City, albeit 0-2, the sky is not falling yet. Now, if they lose to Brian Dable, the sky is falling.
Definitely.
The sky
That's
is
one,
definitely falling.
Forget Mahomes, forget Travis Kelce, forget anybody else. Andy Reid's not losing to Brian Dable.
No way. No,
Andy Reid
not
under
in
the
desperation mode.
Yeah.
Not in desperation
Andy Reid's
mode.
got to bring back the visor from COVID.
Yes. That's inspiration.
It's all fogged up.
That's inspiration.
That's what he needs.